Good morning. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. My name is Mike Testa. I'm the president and CEO of Visit Sacramento and the Sacramento Sports Commission, and I'm thrilled to be here on the baseball side of the river. Across the region, we're seeing new energy, new investment, and growing national attention. More people are discovering what many of us have known for a long time, that this is one of the most dynamic and exciting regions in all of California. There is a reason that Sacramento hosts the largest Ironman in North America. There is a reason that we host the largest Hard Rock Festival on the West Coast, and there is a reason that 17 of our restaurants are featured in the International Michelin Guide. Momentum is a powerful thing, and we are seeing Sacramento's momentum gathering pace in our economy, our downtown, our entertainment scene, and our experiences across the region. This morning, we're talking about something that Sacramento excels at: collaboration. Collaborations between two cities and two counties, the collaboration of our elected officials, of cities across the region, of our developers, of our business leaders, and of our visionaries throughout this market. Today marks another important moment in Sacramento's story and the future of our region, and we hope that you share in our excitement for what's ahead. It's now my pleasure to welcome what I think is what a mayor should be doing, visioning and aspiring of things that are great for this region, and it's my honor to introduce Sacramento Mayor Kevin McCarty.
Thank you, Mike, for that introduction, and I apologize for the voice, but we'll do our best to plow through. First of all, good morning, Sacramento. Good morning, West Sacramento. You look beautiful out there. Great to see you. What an exciting day for our cities and our region. Today, we come together to celebrate 175 years of a love affair for baseball and officially launch our campaign to bring a Major League Baseball expansion team right here to Sacramento. So 2 questions. Who's ready to step up to the plate? Yes. All right. And who's ready to swing for the fences? Yes. I know Dusty and Derek are. We'll hear from them later. That's right. We are, and we are in this together. Today, we unveil our campaign. We unveil our proposed ballpark site just down the street. We lay out our case, and we outline our financial, foundation, and local investor group. Now, let's be honest. This expansion process will be long. It'll be competitive. It'll be hard. It won't be easy. But one thing is certain. Sacramento is MLB ready. We're not just ready to compete for a team, but to win a team. And we're proving it every day as a temporary home to the Athletics just down the street. You know, Sacramento, as you know, has always supported professional sports. For 4 decades, this community has stood by the Kings, sellout after sellout, building one of the NBA's most loyal fan bases. Our support for the Sacramento Republic is helping build a world-class soccer stadium just across the river in the rail yards with Wilton Rancheria. And baseball. Baseball is deeply rooted in Sacramento. From the 1869 exhibition game featuring the Cincinnati Red Stockings, who knew? America's first professional baseball team played right here in Sacramento, to the legendary 7-decade run of the Sacramento Solons, and for the past 27 years hosting the River Cats at Raley Field and Sutter Health Park with packed crowds and accolades and award-winning franchises. This region has earned its place in the major leagues, and frankly, MLB could use Sacramento. We're one of the largest and fastest growing markets in the Western United States. Yet despite this growth, Sacramento remains the largest media market in America with only 1 professional sports franchise. We know we're ready for more. We're ready to pursue this opportunity together as a region. That's why we're joined here by so many leaders from across the region. Let's start by recognizing our host here, the city of West Sacramento. Our mayor, Martha Guerrero, who you'll hear from shortly. West Sacramento Vice Mayor, Vernal Sulpicio Hole. A member of our Sacramento Pitch Steering Committee, West Sacramento Mayor Karina Orozco. And West Sacramento Councilmember Dante Early. Okay. And our partners here, the Yolo County Board of Supervisors. Supervisor, the West Sac Kid, Oscar Villegas. And Supervisors Allen and Freewicks. And there are so many to name, I'm going to miss them, so we're going to do our best. We're joined by our Sacramento City Council member colleagues, Councilmember Jennings, Talamantes, Maple, Dickinson, I'll get to you in a minute. Our former Mayor Darrell Steinberg. We have regional mayors from Elk Grove, Bobby Singh Allen, from Roseville, Krista Bernasconi. From Rancho Cordova, Garrett Gatewood. There we go. Our Sacramento County Supervisors, Kennedy, Desmond, Hume, thank you. The Mayor of the City of Davis, Linda Dios. Yuba County Supervisor, Gary Bradford. And joining us on stage is our Congress member for this region and West Sacramento and Sacramento, Doris Matsui. You know, our legislators couldn't be here today. They are in session. We want to thank the offices, I believe, Krell, Wynn, Aguiar Curry, Senator Ashby, and Christopher Cabaldon for your support. And I want to take a moment to talk about our Senator Christopher Cabaldon. Because over 30 years ago, he was a new council member and became a mayor of the city and had big dreams to bring professional baseball to this city. With his leadership and vision, and people said he couldn't do it, he worked to make it happen. Along with our then county supervisor, Roger Dickinson, we signed an agreement to build Rayleigh Field right here on the waterfront. So because of Christopher's hard work and dedication, we're here today. So when you see Christopher, tell him thank you. So we have an exciting program here today to unveil our campaign, our quest, and I'm going to start by bringing up Mark Friedman. Mark is the CEO of Fulcrum Properties, a visionary local developer who's built iconic retail and mixed-use projects across the region, including right here in the Bridge District, Ballpark District. He serves as chair of the Greater Sacramento Economic Development Council and also as chair of our Sacramento Pitch MLB Steering Committee. Mark?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see that nobody's going to rain on this parade. Because today's a big day for Sacramento, and it's my privilege to formally announce that we are officially pursuing a Major League Baseball expansion franchise. So as you know, MLB has not yet formally announced an expansion effort, but when they do, Sacramento will be ready. We spent the last year working quietly behind the scenes to build the partnerships, the investments, and the long-term vision in order to compete effectively for an expansion franchise. And today we're announcing three things. First, we've got a fantastic site, and it's right here in the Bridge District. We've secured a 50-acre parcel just behind you. The site is fully zoned and entitled and ready to go. It's large enough to hold a modern Major League ballpark with all the amenities that fans have come to expect. But this effort is bigger than just the ballpark. It'll be the catalyst for the development of a vibrant waterfront district with shops, restaurants, and public amenities that our community has long desired and that will serve us for decades to come. We're already playing ball here, and now we're ready to build a better venue. Second, we have the money. We have secured commitments for $1.8 billion in public and private investments. That's right. That's a lot of money, and a cornerstone of that private commitment comes from two of Sacramento's most enduring communities, the Shingle Springs Band of Miwok Indians and the United Auburn Indian Community. Their investment is not simply a financial transaction, but it's a recognition of their history. Because Sacramento is not just their hometown, it's their homeland. We are honored to have them as partners in this effort. Please give them another round of applause. I also want to acknowledge Vivek Ranadive and the Sacramento Kings, because the risk they took in bringing the A's to play here gave us a unique opportunity to demonstrate to the rest of the world what Sacramento can do for baseball, and we don't intend to miss the opportunity to show them. So third, we built an organization. We formed a new entity called the Sacramento Pitch. Come on, that's a good name. So this organization will serve as the home base for our efforts to secure a permanent MLB team. I have the honor of being able to chair that organization along with our honorary co-chairs, Mayor Martha Guerrero of West Sacramento and Mayor Kevin McCarty of Sacramento. Their enthusiasm for the sport and their appreciation for the transformational effect that this project will have on our community makes them powerful advocates for our cause. We also have a fantastic steering community that reflects the full breadth and depth and strength of our region. You'll hear more about them later, but I'd like to just acknowledge them individually. Dusty Baker. A Sacramento native and one of the most celebrated managers in baseball history. Derek Lee, another Sacramento-raised MLB star, a National League batting champion, who is evidence of the kind of talent that this region produces. Barry Broom. Barry is the chair of the Greater Sacramento Economic Council, the region's foremost voice for economic growth. Chairwoman Regina Cuellar. Chairwoman Cuellar is chairperson of the Shingle Springs Band of Miwok Indians, and as I've already said, it's their commitment, along with that of the United Auburn Indian Community, that makes our bid real today. Martina, thank you. Martina Colapatronis. Martina is the Chief Operating Officer of the Sacramento Kings, and she knows better than anybody else what it takes to run a major league franchise in this community. Verna Sulpizio, the Vice Mayor of West Sacramento. Verna brings both clear-eyed vision and credibility for what this development can mean for our community. Kevin McClatchy. Kevin is a Sacramento native and the former owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was the driving force behind building PNC Ballpark in Pittsburgh, which even today is regarded as one of the best venues in the sport. Kevin has done this before, and he brings knowledge and credibility to our effort. Kevin? Mike Testa, who's the president and CEO of Visit Sacramento. Mike, as you heard earlier, is the best ambassador for what our region has to offer. Thank you, Mike. And John Williams, chairman of the United Auburn Indian Community. Will is a respected tribal leader, a partner of ours in this project, and a wonderful advocate for our community. Will? I also want to recognize a group that reminds us of why we're doing this in the first place. River Cities Baseball Initiative, or RBI. You can see them out there wearing RBI swag. You know, when we were trying to save the Kings, we saw firsthand how grassroots community efforts made a difference to our ability to keep the Kings here. And we're pleased that we can bring the same kind of energy to this effort to attract a Major League Baseball team. I'd like to give a special shout out to Matt McDonald and Mike Tavares for organizing this effort and bringing your voice to this project. So let me close with this. This is the beginning of a long effort, and in the months ahead, the Sacramento pitch will be at work, building partnerships, securing our investment, and making the case why this region is ready for an MLB expansion franchise. We're confident in our vision and the momentum that we've built. When Major League Baseball is ready to expand, Sacramento will be ready to compete and will be ready to win. Thank you.
I'm delighted to introduce and welcome our mayor of the city of West Sacramento, Martha Guerrero. 1 second, I got some words for you. Yes, I have a little bit of introduction. Martha is an inclusive leader supporting our region and clearly building on the West Sacramento success story. So a year ago, Martha and I were invited to throw out a first pitch at an A's game. And we did okay, yeah. And we started thinking, the A's are here in Sacramento. Wouldn't it be amazing if one day we could compete for an expansion team? And we knew, like all of you, that it would be hard with 3 teams in Northern California. But with the A's in transition to a new home in Las Vegas, we thought, hey, this is our opportunity and this is our chance. Well, lo and behold, 1 month later, Commissioner of Baseball, Rob Manfred, went on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball at the Little League game in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And he outlined his plan for expansion, just what we dreamed about. So we put our action to work, and here we are together as a team, and she is leading the city of West Sacramento, along with their city council and city manager Aaron Laurel, to put West Sacramento in the forefront and host this effort. Martha Guerrero.
Thank you, Mayor. It is definitely a great team effort. For more than 25 years, baseball has been a part of West Sacramento's identity. The River Cats' arrival in West Sacramento in 2000 helped bring professional baseball back to the capital region. It played a transformative role in establishing this community as one of the strongest baseball markets in the country. The River Cats became one of the most successful and best attended franchises in minor league baseball, helping demonstrate the long-term viability of professional baseball in the Sacramento market. And we're grateful to the leaders who have supported the success of baseball in our city. We thank the Savage family for their investment, their belief that we have a dedicated team here, the River Cats. And also, a big thank you to Vivek and the Sacramento Kings for your support and partnership in this effort. When there was a planning effort for the Sacramento Kings established by Mike Tavares, that effort led to the Sacramento Kings Coalition, who is present here today. And when Mike reached out early on and said, we want to maintain that effort, we want to build that momentum here, here they are, present, building. And Matt, thank you for calling in and checking in on that effort as well. So thank you again one more time, RBI. Going back to Vivek's visionary leadership in bringing a Major League Baseball team here at Sutter Health Park, which has elevated the visibility of our region on a national stage. Vivek had a vision to bring this Major League Baseball expansion opportunity here. And I'm so grateful that he established the A's here, because our partnership with the A's has been just incredible. That partnership here to get Sutter Health Park Major League Baseball ready. And I want to thank our entire city staff team to make that happen. We have our city planners and developers and everybody here who work together in getting permits approved rapidly, and our first responders, police and fire, raise your hand, making sure we're all safe here in this city. Thank you. Without them, today's announcement wouldn't be as strong, because today's announcement is the next chapter in the story of professional baseball in our city. It reflects years of vision, partnership, and investment in the future of West Sacramento. And I'd like to also thank once again the representatives who are here from our region. And Christian Gonzalez, also here from the Mexican Consulate, our Consul General. Christian, thank you for your participation. We know that your presence is very important here. And also, from the governor's office, we have Thomas here representing the governor here today. Thank you so much, Thomas, for being here. I know he's here somewhere. We are ready to compete for a permanent MLB team. What excites me most about this vision is what it could mean for the future of our city. For years, we have envisioned the Bridge District as a vibrant waterfront destination where people can live, work, and gather. And that it has become. I want to elevate once again the partnership that we have had with Mark Friedman. Mark Friedman is just an incredible visionary leader who helped starting off with the barn where we are here. This is where one of the areas that started off, thanks to Mark. Just look at how beautiful. It is in Washington, D.C. as an architectural design that is very unique in the United States. Now, next to us, Pierside, that another beautiful establishment here in our riverfront. It's because of what Mark and his vision has accomplished that our partnership has been so strong, and we know that what we can accomplish here with Major League Baseball is possible. The proposed ballpark and surrounding development would catalyze the completion of the Bridge District, delivering on the city's long-term vision for the waterfront. It would transform this area into a true regional destination with new housing, restaurants, entertainment, public spaces, hotel space, and economic opportunity. This is about creating energy and momentum with long-term, year-round benefits to residents. I also like to thank Todd Schiavo, our next speaker, who will share more about how it will benefit our workforce in the trades. And our labor partners would also benefit in future job opportunities. So we now have a clear pathway to deliver on that vision. My staff, and thanks to City Manager Aaron Lorwell, who established this momentum many years ago, have studied what it takes for this city to compete successfully for a Major League Baseball expansion team, and how we can maximize long-term community benefits. They have concluded that this development is creating the funding and will create other revenue for other parts of the city for other services. Over 40 years, the ballpark district will lead to $1.77 billion in new revenue for the entire city, Yolo County, and our schools. $1 billion of that will be dispersed to the city of West Sacramento and reinvested into the ballpark district. This $1 billion investment would be generated solely by activity in the ballpark district. It would not impact the city's general fund or require a taxpayer vote. It would not impact the city's general fund at all. An additional $770 million would be generated by the district and dispersed to our schools, Yolo County, and other special districts. And additional revenue would come through other sources, such as sales tax, hotel revenue, once it's established, and other hotel opportunities and activities in and around the ballpark district that would be available for what we would like to decide as a city with our city council. So West Sacramento is ready to be strong and a committed investor to bring a permanent Major League Baseball team here in Sacramento region. Thank you.
Barry Broom is our CEO of the Greater Sacramento Economic Development Council, essentially our economic development spark plug, guiding public-private partnerships to retain, attract, grow, and scale advanced industries across our 6-county region. As a numbers and data guru, he'll outline why Sacramento is a top-tier market for MLB expansion.
Mayor Steinberg right here in the front row. There you go, Daryl. Good to see you. Thank you for the support today. So I got some statistics, but that's not what's going to put this over the finish line. We're a bigger market than currently 7 Major League Baseball teams. Last 3 years, we've been one of the top 10 performing markets in the United States. What's going to put this over the finish line is the changing mindset inside our own community. Shifting away from the naysayers to the doers. This is a doers town now. Y'all doers? Derek Lee and Dusty didn't get where they were thinking they were going to get stuck in AA ball, did you guys? No way. They had the Hall of Fame on their mind when they were 15 years old, and that's a fact. You know, we're going to get this because we're going to set the tone for the future of our community with a galvanized group of leaders that aren't going to listen to the naysayers and what I call the leavers. You know, there's people that leave California, and we always say, you're the leavers, we're the leaders of California. This is about California leadership, the strength of our state, the dominant position we have in the marketplace. We're bigger than 7 MLB markets right now, and most of them have 3 teams. This will be our 2nd team, but more importantly, it's what we believe in ourselves. I've never seen someone achieve something if they didn't believe they could do it. And I've seen people who I didn't think would achieve things when they locked their mind into it, get it done. So lock this in your head. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, right? Lock it in and develop a dog mentality, right? We're the Greater Sacramento Economic Council, have 55 CEOs. Last year, our organization was rated the #1 organization in the world by our industry. That's a fact. That's because of the leadership of Regina at Shingle Springs and Mark Friedman and Doris Matsui and our mayors, but we locked that in. We weren't going to be a normal organization. We were going to be elite, and we set elite standards. I want to thank my team for doing this great work here today. But if we lock it in Sacramento, nobody's going to stop us. Let's shake that label once and for all. Let's put that behind us once and for all. Let's go out there and have a dog mentality that we're winners. Absolutely nothing's going to get in our way. We're going to fight with everything we have to get this team. And this team is not just going to be something that's going to be exciting for sports and baseball and the enthusiasm of this. That is going to be the litmus test for who we are into the future. A major league town that's a leader in the semiconductor industry, top 5 in the United States in entrepreneurship right here, right? We're a world-class life science community. We have the highest performing AAA baseball team, the highest performing USL soccer team, and we have a top 10 revenue producer on an NBA team. Don't let anybody talk us down. Don't let anybody push us around. Stick that in your head, and we're going to get this done. So I want to congratulate everybody for being here. Let's play to win. Yeah.
Yes, you want to be in a street fight with Barry Broom. Yes. Okay, Todd Schiavo is our president of the Sacramento Sierra Building Trades Council and business manager for the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 447. He played a crucial role in crafting a skilled trades team that worked on and built the successful Golden One Arena just across the river. Todd?
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning, baseball fans. What an honor it is to be part of this monumental and exciting news for the cities of West Sacramento and Sacramento. As the mayor said, my name is Todd Schiavo, and I'm the president of the Sacramento Sierra Building and Construction Trades Council and also the business manager of Local 447 Sacramento Plumbers and Pipe Fitters. The Sacramento Sierra Building Trades Council represents 21 building trades affiliates that have 30 apprenticeship programs and 16,000 hardworking, skilled, and trained members. Our members are very excited and proud to be a partner of a new stadium for a Major League Baseball expansion team. We have a local workforce that has earned a reputation of building and delivering projects on time and on budget. As the mayor mentioned, we did the Golden One Center and it was on time and on budget. The building trades is 100% committed to making this monumental investment in our cities a reality. And our commitment and partnership doesn't stop there. As the business manager of 447 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, we have been a longtime supporter of the Sacramento Kings and have had season tickets. We have season tickets for the athletics and a robust corporate sponsorship deal with the athletics organization. We are extremely excited about Sacramento being considered for a Major League expansion team and understand how much of a stimulus and economic driver it will be for the region. Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 447 is committed to a similar corporate sponsorship with a new Major League Baseball expansion team and also a Major League Soccer team if given the opportunity, just saying. The cities of West Sacramento and Sacramento has demonstrated their readiness for this exciting new chapter, and I can't think of a more deserving candidate. Let's make this happen. Let's go, Sacramento.
The Sacramento region is fortunate to have a rich history of former Major League Baseball players. It's difficult to name them all. Some notable names including Stan Hack, Larry Boa, Jerry Manuel, Bob and Ken Forst, Dustin Pedroia, Greg Vaughn, and Steve Sachs, a local kid right here from West Sacramento, and Logan Webb on the Giants today. We have two Sacramento MLB legends joining us today. Derek Lee, a 15-year major leaguer, World Series champion, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 2-time All-Star, and as Mark noted, the 2006 National League batting champion. But, excuse me. Correcting me. And I met Derek as a 13-year-old who joined our varsity baseball team at El Camino High School. We knew then he was destined for greatness. And Dusty Baker, a legendary figure in Major League Baseball who spent over 5 decades as an all-star player, World Series manager, and coach. Recently, he returned to the spotlight to manage Team Nicaragua in the 2026 World Baseball Classic and the pride of Del Campo High School. Please welcome Dusty Baker and Derek Lee.
Thank you, Mayor. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I'm born and raised in Sacramento. This is a cool day. Like Mr. Barry Broom said, change the mindset. We've been in all 30 big league cities, and this is a major league city. No doubt about it. I don't have a long speech, but quick story. One of my first experiences, started off in my grandma's backyard, but then Whitney Little League, and then Dusty Baker School of Baseball. So it's a week-long camp over at Sac State, kind of your first time away from home in the dorms. And on the last day, Mr. Baker comes in to hand out the awards. And Dusty, you walked in the room, and to this day you can't tell me he was not walking on air. Jesus walked on water, but Dusty Baker walked on air that day. And it was the biggest inspiration for me, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So this is how important this is. The opportunity to have a Major League Baseball team in our city for the youth to look up to, go to 80 or, go to however many games a year, follow their team, fall in love with the game, the team be out in the community. This is a big deal. This is a major league city. Let's change the mindset. Let's get it done. Thank you.
Thank you, D. Lee. I just want to say how proud I am of being, from Sacramento. I mean, I love Sacramento. I moved to Sacramento in 1965 in my junior year of high school, and I didn't know how I was going to feel about moving from Southern Cal, Riverside to Sacramento. And it was the best move of my life. And I came back home to Sacramento 25 years ago because my dad had dementia. And I moved back home here because this is where I wanted to raise my son and my family, who ended up going to Jesuit. Because as a kid growing up around here, baseball was it. I mean, we played Renfree Park, we played Land Park, we played at American River. I mean, we played ball wherever we could play. And we had some of the baddest dudes in baseball, not only in Sacramento, but in baseball. And we were proud of that. I mean, we had like 40 major leaguers. And if you wasn't hitting, if you was hitting like some of these guys are hitting now, 217, man, we'd talk about you. Because if you're from Sacramento, you got a ball. And this is how it was. And, I left, I've seen cities grow. I've seen Chicago transform itself, St. Louis, Atlanta, and I've seen the amount of revenues that it brings to these cities and the amount of pride that it brings to these cities. And I remember I was pulling ads in high school at the Sacramento Bee. And that's where I first met Kevin McClatchy. And he was a little dude then. And then I saw him the night that he graduated from college. And I said, hey man, what do you want to do now that you have graduated from college? He says, I want to buy a major league team. Yeah, I said, good luck, son. I said to myself, they're not going to let you in that fraternity. And to get in that fraternity, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It matters if they think they can make money or if they like you in the fraternity. And fast forward, he built one of the nicest stadiums in Pittsburgh. I was so proud to say that Kevin McClatchy, who's my homeboy from Sacramento, built this stadium in Pittsburgh. And the two stadiums that I've seen come up, especially that I really love, is Pittsburgh, and now they call it Oracle, but it's still Pac-Bell to me because I helped build that. And so I was one of the original 12 ticket holders for the Sacramento Kings since 1985. And I'm not a tattoo man because, my kids, I was like, dad, old square dad, don't go for too many tattoos. But my son got 2 tattoos. He got the 916 and he got the Sacramento logo Kings on his wrist. And so now we want one more. And thank you, I love you, and I love Sacramento. Thank you.
We got this, Sacramento, right? Yes. To our steering committee investor group, thank you for believing in this vision and helping us move forward. And let's use an analogy from another sport, running. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So today, we begin the race. Every day moving forward, we will continue to build momentum, strengthening our case and proving why Major League Baseball makes sense right here in Sacramento. So many of you today or across Sacramento may say, how can I help? I love this vision. How can I help? Well, you know what's coming to town tomorrow? The New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, right down the street. I'm asking you to go to more games. Last year, if you went to 5 games, go to 10. If you went to 0, go to 1. Because one thing that none of the other cities have that are vying for an expansion team is an MLB team here today. The A's were here last year, this year, and next year. We're selling out those games anyway, but filling that house for the A's games, plus the River Cats as well, will only strengthen our case. So you can help us, Sacramento. Lastly, we want to show Major League Baseball what we already know. Some cities may promise what they could be. Sacramento is showing every day what we are. We know that we are Major League ready, and we look forward to the opportunity to compete. Let's go Sacramento. Let's go West Sacramento. Thank you. Let's do this.